Hi, I am Harry.
Hi, I'm Bia, and we are Chosen Kin. Woo! Yeah!
I like how I feel like everybody expects you to make that sound every time the show opens. It's like you guys gonna do the you guys gonna do the sound. You know, I'm here for it. I love a good sound.
Because
I
we're
love a
not paying
sound.
for sounds, y'all. Spoiler alert.
Everything is made in house.
Everything
You
is
know?
me recording it on the audio note and sending it to Harry to include. Yes. Welcome back, y'all. Yeah, another week on this earth, this floating rock. How are you feeling, Harry? How's life?
I am feeling good. I know it's been a minute since, we checked in with our chosen kin, but I think everything is good for the most part. I am, for lack of a better word, I'm stretched across the ether, but I'm still feeling happy regardless, I'm just happy.
Mm-hmm.
I think the turning point for me was on Wednesday, my paycheck hit my bank account. And in my mind, I was like, I have a little extra. I know, I know that I could do one of two things with this money.
Okay.
And I
That's
had
real.
$30, 30, when I
But
was
not no
done with
more.
30. And I was just like, well, I guess it's me and Jesus till the next page period.
But the crazy thing is, like, you had $30, and that's like, let's look at glass half full. You could have had $5.
$30. Oh my God. I'm like, damn, this is
Damn.
crazy. We're living in crazy times.
But no, for real. Like, I think I was talking to my close friends the other day, and I was like, I can't, I don't want to spend no more money. Like, I can't. Like, I had one of those moments, but like, you don't look like what you've been through. You look really cute. I love this top.
Thank you.
I'm loving it.
It's giving pinstripe,
It
showing
is.
brown chest,
It is giving pinstripe. I feel
Yeah.
like I wear black all the time on the show. I think that's just my favorite color to wear. So this is not the same shirt. Believe it or not, y'all. It's a different shirt. Same color.
Different shirt, same color.
Same little vibe. I'm in Detroit, so this is not my background.
Shout out to Detroit.
That picture, I do not know that person, but it's my Sibs person of some kind. So I'm sitting in their office, I'm recording, I'm visiting my nephew, and I'm childless for the record. If anyone cared to know, I am childless. If you haven't already known.
Mm-hmm.
But this has reaffirmed that for me. He's so smart, he's so intelligent, but he reads me for filth, like literally. Like, there's been multiple times, I've been here for maybe a few days, and there's times where we're like all chatting and like, yeah, what's going on, blah, 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 blah. And he's like, quiet. Let's be quiet, y'all. Like, he loves his characters. Like, he plays out his characters in conversation. And I'd be like, wait, did you say that? He'd be like, keep up. My character, the wizard, said that. Actually, babes, stay with me. And I just be like, oh, okay. Like, he keeps me on his toes. Like, we be beefing so bad. So bad. But that's a Scorpio Libra vibe. But I love Detroit. Detroit's one of my favorite cities. And it's really what I needed this week. So I've been eating. Well, not as much, but I've been eating. I've been eating some food, little dispo adventures. The weather is beautiful out here. If it didn't snow the other half, I would move to Detroit.
You leave Atlanta for Detroit?
I would. I love Detroit, but the way that it snows here, no, I'm good on it. But the food is incredible. The vibes are incredible. Very Black Power. I love that too. I went to a coffee shop that was an old church like 2 days ago called Congregation. Like, shout out to them. Cute little spot, cute coffee. And then they had an edible garden that people could pick from. We like took different sage and stuff for the meal that it's the same day. It's very wholesome here, and I loved it. And then we went to a little lake. Across the lake was Canada. I was like, wow, I could drive literally through the tunnel. They're like,
did you go?
Tunnel to Canada. No, I forgot my passport again, but I come to Detroit all the time at this point that it's like, I might as well, you know? So that's kind of how I'm doing. Hate to go back to Atlanta because here it's like 75 today and it's so beautiful. It's like I could cry how beautiful it is. It makes life worth living. It does. I don't want to leave Atlanta, but I could for Detroit. If the snow, like, it's like mosquitoes, heat, dikes on the loose, snow. Like, it's like, fuck. I wish I.
I like Detroit though. Did you go to they have like a nice African American museum that be doing those cool videos on Instagram. I want to
I
go
know
there.
what you're talking about, but I haven't been. I've been to
Yeah.
Motown Museum, which I love, and they're expanding. And I've been to the DIA. I like the
Mhm.
DIA. They had a beautiful exhibit about black hair when I was there.
Mhm.
But I haven't, when I come here, it's just like what my siblings want me to do, low key. And I'm all for it. Like, I'd rather just hit up the dispos, eat some really good food. Like, I just had some Jets pizza, and that was everything. If I had another slice, the show would not be happening. I would be asleep. And I almost went into a deep slumber because I cut off work for the day. I have half days. I have half days for
Shout
the
out to the
record.
deep slumber. Shout out to the
Yes. Because I need
shout out.
it.
You know when we went to because the only time I've been to Detroit was where we went for Afro Nation
We,
in 2024. But I really want to go back because I didn't get to see the city. All we did was go to the Airbnb and then go to the Afro Nation and then come back. We didn't go to any restaurants. We didn't go and we didn't do anything.
who
So
was we? I think me and our friend Desiree definitely went to get food. I think. But
y'all
you
didn't get
took,
food
we did.
when we went to get matcha one
You were
morning.
busy. You were busy.
I wasn't busy.
Yes, you were.
We got in on Friday night.
Why y'all think he was busy?
We got in on Friday. I remember clearly. We got in on Friday night.
Mm-hmm.
We got in on Friday night. I tried to go to one of the Afro Nation parties on Friday night. Y'all were like, "You're not going out. It's a wrap. You're tired." Blah 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 blah.
Yes.
So that happened. Saturday morning,
Mm-hmm.
we went to get matcha, and then it rained. Remember?
I was with you.
Yes, me and you went to get coffee. You made me buy matcha. I wasn't really a matcha girly, but you made me get matcha, and I was like,
You
I don't
know,
think I like matcha.
trendsetter.
And then you were like, "Oh, it's an acquired taste." I remember.
It
Yeah,
is.
I remember the conversation. And then we go back to the house, and then I don't remember what happens between that time. Oh, and then they kept pushing the time back
Yes, they did. Like I've never seen a festival push a festival back
just
like
because of
in
the
real
rain.
time.
Because of the rain, it
It
rained.
was not because of the rain. No, it was not. Afro Nation was like, so y'all, no, it was like, so y'all, we said we was going to start at 12, but make it 5. We was like, damn.
It rained. It rained. It was the
I
rain.
don't think it was because of the rain, because the rain was not that bad, but it was muddy out there. It was a whole bunch of shenanigans.
It was
And then
muddy out there.
do you remember
Yeah.
that moment that you were with somebody that you met via the internet? And I don't know what made me ask this question because I should have known better. I was like, I walked up to y'all and I was like, oh, how do y'all know each other? And then, and the guy says, Grinder
No, it wasn't grinder. It was Jack.
or Jacked. And I was like,
It was Jack. It was a grinder. The girls would think it's, you know, what?
no, 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 no,
Yeah.
no. I refuse to even be friends. Let me not go there. That might be a little too political. I refuse to be friends. This view reflects Bia Jackson's view. I don't really
Yeah.
believe in interracial relationships. Mic drop. But that's me. But I do force my views onto my loved ones. So if Harry were to date someone of the white experience, no, y'all, there may not be no more chosen kin.
Oh my God.
No shade. Because guess what? I would not be able to get past it every week. I'd be like, so you still dating that white man? Y'all do race play?
Love is love. Love.
Love is love if you are being loved. But
That's real.
I'm too paranoid for my friends. I'll be like,
That is real.
so what they do? They touch your hair while you sleep? Like, that's where I would be. Like I can't get past it. And then I literally would sound like Dr. Umar. Like again, sometimes broken clock. Could be once, a couple times.
Do you remember?
Please
Do you remember?
don't cancel me.
Do you remember that Dr. Umar clip? That video from COVID. This is an African people's only live stream.
I
This
thought
is an African people.
I thought you were going to say Black Queens forever, Snow Bunnies never. Like, I thought that's also an iconic, like, okay.
It's like, well, doesn't he have like a white baby mama or something? I'm just like, Dr.
Light
Umar,
skin, probably. No, I don't think he has any kids. Or, no, I think he has kids. I'm lying. That man definitely got some children.
I
Let me
feel
see.
like I know
Dr.
he's
Umar,
dibbled and dabbled
kids.
into something. I know of a truth. I know of a truth. Oh my
He
God.
keeps it private.
Yeah,
he keeps it private, but he has claimed an estranged daughter that's 22.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. You know, I guess you got to keep some things private. Who Chile?
Ooh, Chile. But since you've been good, when do you go back to Atlanta?
Sunday. This upcoming Sunday.
Okay.
Early in the morning, and that's totally fine with me.
Okay. I'm thinking about Atlanta. I'm excited about Atlanta for many reasons.
Yeah.
And one of the reasons is because we announced that we're having our first in-person event in the ATL.
Y'all, let me tell you something. Harry, this actually was a brainchild of Harry's. And I also was like, yeah, it's a great idea. Like, we should do it because we're going to be there anyway. But, you know, Harry loves Atlanta. If we have not said that on this podcast, Harry should be an ambassador for Atlanta. Like, Harry should damn near be from Atlanta because the way Harry loves Atlanta, I plan to see Harry for this event and nothing else the rest of the weekend. So if y'all want to see us together, if you want to meet us at the same time, come to the link up.
The link up.
Yes, the link up. The link up. The link up.
We're going to go back to the link up for a second, but I want to say that you might see me. I'm thinking about coming to Kehlani again. I just need to figure out who I'm going to go with.
Okay.
But
who knows if I want to be there? It's really based off of, like, I hope that I can get that ticket that the homie was like, got an extra one. But if I can't, no skin off my back. Truth is, I'm tired. I've seen enough. I just saw Masego at the Roxy. The Roxy does never have to see me ever again.
Where's the Roxy?
It's a venue in Marietta in the Battery. The stupidest venue I've ever seen in my fucking life. Like, it literally doesn't make any sense. They had the nerve to have a Braves baseball game at the same time, and it's across the street. They block off. We couldn't walk only but one direction. Then there's 2 pickup locations for the Ubers and Lyfts that are on the same side, not even on both. It just was a mess. I refuse to go back to the Roxy. I love the Eastern. The Eastern is where I would love to be for every single show. The Roxy, never. This is a total aside, but I would go to Lakewood Amphitheater to see Kehlani. Do I need to?
So can I have the extra ticket then? We can
if I can get the extra ticket, I want the extra ticket. Like, I want to go. I do want to go, but if something happens that makes it so that I cannot go, I would not be mad, but I would love to go. I don't know. Like, gays have emergencies all the time. I don't know.
I am screaming. Okay, cool. We'll see how that goes. But yes,
we shall see.
The link up, our first in-person mixer is happening September 4th from 5 to 9 p.m. at the waiting room. Bia, how you feeling about it?
I'm feeling so great about it. Harry's going to hate me for saying this. This almost tore our podcast family apart because we've been working, y'all, in this event. We have been slaving for drinks, great food, great vibes, and gays to meet. We have. So come to the link up, find your chosen kin, 5 to 9. At the waiting room. It's going to be DJ'd by the amazing Whip Appeal and DJ Ego. Amazing DJs who tear up the city. There are going to be opportunities to see them throughout the weekend, but why wait when you could see them at the link up? It's going to be great. There's so many drink specials. We're going to have a couple of like really low like energy games. Like, it's not gonna be, someone like they want to do a game at an event and you're like, I didn't sign up for a scavenger hunt. Like, I didn't. I actually signed up for a bevy and a little quick nice chat, hang, low effort game. We have the low effort games with high effort prizes, babes. You don't want to miss out on the prizes. We're doing giveaways for some pride parties, and we're doing giveaways for a house in the park festival that also happens that weekend as well. So we're doing hella giveaways of real prizes, not candy, not little stickers. They're real prizes. So we're doing that because, again, if you meet somebody at, the link up and you're like, oh, you're cute, you're cool, let's go to this together. Match made in heaven, friendship, platonic, whatever, romantic. We have not advertised this as like a meet your boo, but the hotties are going to be there. Harry's brings a large contingent of hotties from Minneapolis, actually. We should, honestly, low key, no, that's too far. That's not a cattle call. But I was like, let's show them. Like, look at these abs. Look at that ass. Like, no. But I guarantee there's going to be some cuties there. We are the main cuties, but we're doing this event in collaboration with Femme Fatale, which is I would say like a party social club collective that I run with my close and dear friend Willa, and Harry's organization as well. Will be co-sponsoring the event, and Black LGBTQ Migrant Project will be one of the beneficiaries of the event. Because, chosen kin, like, we have to also recognize Black people across the diaspora that are queer and trans. So why not? That's like, it tied so well into just the branding of our show that we were like, yeah, come on, BLMP. Let's have a good time. So.
Yes.
Yeah.
And come find your chosen kin, come meet your people. It's like, I think what I really love about it is going to be the perfect way to start Black Pride weekend, right?
Yes.
You come into the city, or whether you live in Atlanta or you're coming from out of town, you come in, you meet your people, you're chilling, you're doing the things. And then all of a sudden, you come to this nice, like you said, nice chill event, great music playing with some great DJs, great vibes, great cocktails. You meet a little person. They could be your boo. They could be your friend. They could be your bestie. It could be anything that you want them to be. Nice for the night, for the week. So yeah, just come find your chosen kid with us. And
yes.
We are going to be leaving out, the intentions of what we're trying to do here in person at our mixer. So come through.
Yes. And you can find tickets at the link in our @chosenkin pod bio. And we intentionally kept tickets low priced because we can't. First of all, I know Black Pride gonna try to break your bank because before we hopped on here, section culture is so real in Atlanta. We are anti-section culture, so there's no sections. It's free flowing, but guess what? There's a lot of seats. There are a lot of seats. It's a very cute vibe, a very plush environment. With great music, great drinks. There will be food that will be served, and the waiting room is right above a very delicious restaurant that I dream about in my sleep all the time called Bonton. So Bonton will be serving food downstairs, but the waiting room will be a nice vibe for everyone to, ease on into Black Pride with. You don't gotta break the bank. The drinks are affordable. We're gonna have shot specials, the whole 9 yards. So yeah, we're not trying to bust y'all's pockets for a 4-hour event. That's not our intention at all.
Yeah, not our intention. And it's the perfect pregame. It's the perfect pregame before you go into your Black Pride activities, whether you're gonna be with the all queers, or you're gonna be at the circuit parties, or you're gonna be at just at Bulldogs, or at wherever it is you're gonna be. You can come and start your journey with us.
Yes.
And find your chosen kin and take them wherever you were gonna take them to.
No, literally.
Consensually.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
I love I had like lemon drop shots from Wedding Room with a couple of my homegirls. And one night we went out to actually an event that was at the Waiting Room. So good, so affordable. And I got there, if you know what I mean. The shots took me to where I needed to go.
Yeah.
So I think it's gonna be a great time, and we're so excited to meet y'all in person and to hang out with y'all and vibe with y'all and really just have a grand old time. And it's a Black center space, so do with that information what you will, and queer and trans. And it's not just, me and Harry are of varying, gender identities, so we built a space for people who look like us. So it's not gonna be Atlanta Black Pride and a lot of prides can be very much male, female. That's not how we're doing it. So really come as you are, bring your homies, everyone's invited, link up. That's the point
Yeah.
of it.
Link up. It's time to link up.
Bad bitches
Yeah.
link up. I love that Tinashe song. That
Yeah.
we gotta use that. We gotta use that.
Link
Bad
up.
bitches link up. Link up.
Tinashe is also a chosen kin. I mean, well, let's not talk about that right now.
Yeah.
So, we're still in the zeitgeist and a different world. Iconic TV show from the late 80s, early 90s is making a comeback. There's been a revival. I don't want to call it a reboot. I think I'll call it a revival per se. I don't know.
Why? Why are you calling it a revival?
I feel like a reboot is like it's going to be a different Dwayne, a different Whitley, like a different, you know what I'm saying?
And that's not what we want. We don't want that.
You know what I'm saying? So it feels like a continuity. It's like Degrassi, the next chapter, or Degrassi, the new class, or...
Is it really called A Different World Revival?
It's just called A Different World, but they didn't call it anything else. I just put a revive. I just think it's a revival. I don't know.
Yes.
You can call it like anything, but... Have you seen the trailer, Bia? And what do you think about the trailer?
I've seen the trailer. And you know, I'm a diehard A Different World fan. I don't know. See, some of y'all might be, let's hope that we in the age bracket that we're in that is watching it. But I remember having a couple of summers inside. You know, my mama was at work. I was a latchkey kid. Turn on Oxygen outside of Bad Girls Club. You know, we used to be on reruns on Oxygen, A Different World. So and back then the little DVR, well, DVR was the thing. You could record a little episode and then play them out, but you had to delete some to record some more. I am a big A Different World fan, have always been before it was streaming, and I am excited for this. The trailer, I'm not like against the revival as a concept, but I'm intrigued how the plot and how the characters are going to be woven through. It looks like Whitley and Dwayne's child is going to end up falling in love with Ron's child. Too hilarious, actually, if you know the setup of like them as a show, because like Ron is just gonna have a field day with that, just hands down. So I love that they're like in the series. They're not like, it's not heavily on them, but they are in it. I love that Debbie Allen is in it, reprising her character. Is it reprise? Yeah.
Yes.
Or whatever. Her character of like the therapist. And I'm getting like the child of Whitley and Dwayne. I'm like, I'm unsure about, but I think we'll see. I'm just hoping it's not giving, like, what's that show?
DIY People.
Yes, but I was thinking of
Grownish.
that. Yes, but
okay.
Yes,
I'll just throw each of that you right.
You are.
Like, it's not.
But
hitting.
I do the same thing. I do the same thing to you.
Let's see.
That show where they're like playing football.
All American Homecoming.
Yes. That's exactly what I'm thinking. I don't know if I want it to be All American Homecoming. Okay. Like, I fear that the actors of this generation are very much like, I'm acting. Look at me. Like, and I need a bit more reeled back, relaxed acting, and it can be a little gimmicky. So that's why I'm not hoping for something gimmicky, because yuck. I don't like a gimmicky type of show where like we're playing on the fact, like on the nostalgia.
Yeah.
But the trailer, it was pretty good. I did like the trailer. I did see some of the feedback that was really weird to me about how they'd be like, how they gonna be the mama and papa, Whitley and Dwayne, but they look old. Yes, they have a child that's college age. They are supposed to look old. Like, y'all are so used to people not looking their age.
Yes.
And it shows.
Exactly that.
People are supposed to look their age when they act.
Yeah. I think that my thing would be Whitley and Dwayne. Probably they got married in like maybe like 90.
They did, yeah.
94. Mm-hmm. Like it actually fits that they would have a kid this age now. I would say Malia Joy Moon, who plays their daughter, won the
Mm-hmm.
Tony for Hell's Kitchen. She played Alicia Keys in Hell's Kitchen.
You're
So
not helping my argument. You're not.
she won the Tony. She was good in Hell's Kitchen.
No, absolutely.
I saw her in Hell's Kitchen. I thought she was pretty good.
But
You know,
stage acting, you got to bring a different level of.
yes,
So
that
that's
is
why I'm
true.
like, yeah, I hear it. But I love that. I did not know that actually.
Yeah,
I did
yes.
not.
I'm excited. I like it. The girls didn't like the theme song that Brandy did.
Because it sounds of blackness is like incorporated into it, right?
No, no, no. Well, she did. I know my parents.
Yeah,
She did
with
her
Aretha.
version.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm like, I don't think the people didn't really like her version, but I know they used her optimistic in the trailer, like her
Okay.
version of optimistic in the trailer as
Mm-hmm.
well.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay.
And they have an in it in
They do have it in
they
it.
have an in it. I thought that was pretty cute. Like, it's
Yeah.
gonna be like because I feel like I'm excited because it's like I do. And maybe it's just me, but I do enjoy seeing all types of black folks in a
Mm-hmm.
show in a show like
Mm-hmm.
this.
Yeah.
And so there's a queer character, there's a in it character, you know. So I like it. I would watch it, but there's some
Yeah.
critique about it. I want to read something that I saw for you
Mm-hmm.
that someone said. So this person dropped a comment. I'm gonna say their name on so that
Say
nothing
it.
happens.
No, I'm
So
joking.
they don't get dogs. They dropped a comment on YouTube. They said the original A Different World didn't just reflect black culture. It helped elevate it. It made education, growth, excellence, community, and ambition feel exciting. This trailer feels more focused on reflecting current culture than pushing it forward. That's the part I'm missing. Do you agree with this person's sentiment on the show?
Have they watched A Different World?
You know, I
It don't seem like it, because I hear that, but you're talking about the same show that brought Tupac on. You're talking about the very same show. Yes, and you're also taking a page out of Bill Cosby's book, Respectability. Like, it elevating black culture, it just showcased the black culture that was already present.
there, yes.
Yeah, and that's really anti-black. That's a very anti-black statement to say, to be like it elevated culture. Now it's playing on the times of today. Well, yeah, it's to be culturally resonant, but
Even A Different World reflected the culture of that time, and that's what Debbie Allen said. I
yes,
remember because there was an episode around like the LA riots or something like that.
it was,
You
yes.
know what I'm saying? So it's like
Mm-hmm.
for you to say that the show didn't do that at the time, then which was the critique the first season had. Why they brought Debbie Allen on in the first place? In my head, I'm like, you're just saying anything right now, just for
You're
saying
just
it.
saying anything. And I don't know if
You
you've
know?
watched it. Like,
Yeah.
I've watched every single episode, including the first season. People love to skip the first season because of Denise. They say it was boring, snoozer. But I've watched every episode you can imagine. Every single one. And it's just they had very complex characters. There were so many different storylines, from like domestic violence to, HIV and AIDS. Actually, Tisha Campbell's character was like a representation of that. And like in women actually contracting the virus in particular. And like, there's so many different pieces there. Talks about poverty, talks about, like, it literally was the quintessential sitcom that addressed every single target. Talked about what people love to use as like a little gif or a meme today, where like they're writing the N-word on the wall from a different world, or like on the car from a different world. Like all of these, I just feel like people need to get off their high horse and actually watch the cultural phenomenons, because that does not read to me like they've watched it. They even talked about colorism to a very blackface. They talked about everything, despite what, Cosby wanted to do. But I'm not feeling that take, because I feel like people just want to like punch down so bad on black people on the margins. And there are such things as black people on the margins who are like poor, who are, navigating like literacy crisis, or who are navigating like environmental crises, like, or what you want the bonnet do-rag debate to happen on A Different World too? Like, do you want that to happen? Just like, please.
Yeah, I'm seeing your comment now. Someone said A Different World meets All American. I was like, that's exactly what Bia said. But I think another critique I'm seeing is folks talking about how the first show was a sitcom. There was a, laugh track and all the things. This feels more like a drama per se. And to me, I feel like this is maybe a controversial take. I don't think sitcoms work the way it worked in the 90s. I don't think it does
Yeah, that's not
anymore.
controversial.
You
I
know what I'm
agree.
saying? Like
I agree.
I watched the Upshaws. I love the Upshaws. The Upshaws, it felt like it didn't, the laugh track didn't really add anything to it. It felt a little flat. Family reunion, the same thing. It doesn't work the way it did back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Now we need a Abbott Elementary style. We need a comedy that is not trying to be a comedy, but it's a comedy type vibe. We need Veep.
Yeah.
We need a show like
Yes.
Veep.
Love Veep.
That's
Love
the
Veep.
that's the kind of like
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
format that works now. And I think that a different one is really
Yes.
leaning into that as like, okay, now the girlies are not looking for a laugh track from like a that's a raving moment or something.
Exactly.
And so,
Exactly.
yeah, I'm like, I don't know what people want. People are very complicated, it seems like.
And also, I'm not saying that I'm like a TV and film buff, but I think as someone who has been, I'm definitely a TV girl, like I have been from like just my time with A Different World, Living Single, all of the sitcoms. Like we definitely culturally have shifted from sitcoms to like dramedies. Like that's what we got, like The Game and Girlfriends, and like it brought in a new era of like television content for Black people. And I think people missed the feeling of a sitcom. So where the Upshaws came in, or House of Pain, for example, with Tyler Perry shows, and like, but at the same time, the girls wanted a drama, i.e. Shondaland, and like all they wanted the drama, almost soap opera-esque way of thinking, like The Oval, and what was that other show with Tika Sumpter that Tyler Perry did first? Why you laugh?
Because the show, I just remember the show, and they had a character called Veronica on the show, and she was crazy.
Yes.
The house
Yes.
on the house ones.
The have and the have nots.
Yeah.
Like people wanted the dramedy aspect of it, and I don't know if folks actually understand how that era, the dramedy to drama pipeline from the sitcoms, has drastically changed how we consume written TV content. And that's like something I think people don't give a fuck. Like they don't care to think critically. We have to look at how TV has changed, and if you want a show on, and also like these big companies like Netflix and who are ordering these television shows, they are looking for a certain level to like actually compete with other shows. Yeah. So if you look at comedies today, or like quote unquote sitcoms today, they look how this A Different World reboot is being packaged and presented, in my opinion.
So, I mean, Insecure was also what you would say a dramedy in itself.
Exactly.
Right? I mean, when it was like a comedy. I just want people to give it I know that reboots haven't been the people's favorites, or revivals are people's favorites, but I want people to give it a chance. Just give it a chance,
Exactly.
It's in the post DEI, world that we're in. We should be thankful that we have a show with an all Black cast.
Mm-hmm.
Cause so I'm excited to watch. I'm excited to engage. And see what it gives. Yeah.
And if I hate watch, and my thing is, as long as the politics of the show and who's behind it all well and dandy, like I'm gonna watch it so that it's supported and could possibly get a second season, even if I have to hate watch it for whatever reason. And we should all do the same. Like we should. Like we all should turn out to see all the whatever Black Panther 55 when it comes out. Like we need to turn out to the stuff, because people love to complain. We don't have no stories. We don't have no stories. Where are the Black stories that are not just, like slave memoirs and addiction chronicles? Yeah. Then show up, watch it. You hate watch it if you have to.
I can't believe you said Black Panther 55.
Because I'm just saying, just to throw it out there, like if there is a Black Panther 55, if there's a Sinners 33, like go see it. Support the content, because how you think it's going to be made? Like that's the thing with people. I'm like, you so picky, but you going to watch House and Grey's Anatomy on rerun and then wonder why they keep making different medical shows. Why you think, dummy? Like sorry, that was not okay. Not chosen kin, other people.
Not the chosen kin, but
y'all know
other
that.
people.
Y'all know that I'm not talking to y'all.
Yeah. Speaking of things that I want people to watch before we go into our convo
Mm-hmm.
for today, there is a movie that I want everybody to go see. It's called Dreams and Nightmares.
Meek Mill?
The Dreams
In.
Dream in.
In nightmares.
The dream
Okay.
is in the nightmare.
Is in the nightmare.
Yes.
Gotcha.
So Dreams and Nightmare has Danae Benton from The Gilded Age. It's supposed to be a queer type show, and it's independent. So I want people to check it out. It has lots of great reviews. I want to see if it's out now because I wanted to watch it.
I'm trying to get to The Gilded Age. I had to take an emotional break. There's some like Dream and Nightmares.
Dreams and Nightmares, yes.
Dreams and Nightmares.
Yes, it follows 3 queer friends on a road trip. It's black, it's queer, it's femme, and a little mask. I'm trying to find. I'm trying to see the show times, or are we watching it online? I don't even know at this point.
Where is it going to be? It's going to be released in theaters August 21st.
August 21st, yes, limited August 21st. So as we're this weekend, and then in September there's gonna be a wider release. So look out for it in your local movie. Let's support Black queer cinema.
Yes, and just like we said, literally, just like we said, if you don't show up, how do you think it's gonna get made again or something like it? Yeah. So okay, I think I might go see that. That sounds really nice. I need something like queer to see, because if there's no black queer storyline, well, queer sometimes, but if there's no black storyline, it's really hard to catch my attention because I'm tired of the white storylines. I am. Like, we get it. Like, they can live so many different lives. Black people should also live different lives on the screen. So it's just like help, please.
Yeah. We need to tell more black stories for sure.
No, for real. And on the other side of, you talked about something that's really great. I'm going to talk about trash real quick. I finished The Polygamist, and
I love The Polygamist. I did a whole video.
Riveting show. Dramatic, yes.
Jonas.
Crazy, yes. Like, almost unbelievable. There's some story holes, some story gaps for sure. But
what are they? What are said gaps?
The flashbacks, I have a lot of questions with old dude, and like, okay, so you knew old girl for this long and you've been plotting on her for this long, or like, oh, you was with this person. Oh, how did this happen? Like, I have questions. I don't need to watch it again. That's what I don't need, because it was almost, how you look through your blanket, like during like a horror movie, you're like, that was me sometimes with Jonas Gomorrah. Like, I would be like, man, first of all, you're not cute. So why are these women tripping over you? Second off, like, you're gross.
Essence that he brings.
The essence and the audacity. That man had some audacity. For real. I was just like, yeah. So I just watched it for the fun of it, for the fun of the game. But
did you watch it in Zulu or did you watch it in English?
I watched it in English. But again, really rough for me because I hate dubbed content. I hate when someone's like talking and they're like, hi. I hate that. Like, because I need it to match up. I really do. So I did not watch it in Zulu, but I did watch in English, and I had to ignore their mouths and just listen half the time just to get through. But the writing was good enough for me to get writing. The storyline. Let me not say the writing. The storyline was good enough. Writing, that's a little too generous of me, but Polygamist, that was my jam.
The girls are comparing it to the Tyler Perry movie, though. They
should, because it definitely lines up. Because Tyler Perry also gave somebody HIV and AIDS.
Yes. I was like, that was interesting. Like, why did he have to have HIV as punishment,
And that was, it was definitely serophobic for sure. But even with that, I was just like, I think that's my question. It's like, a narcissist like Jonas Gomorrah would never just give up on life. He would take those pills to live another day. Like, that just doesn't make sense to me, knowing like the character, but again, the oohs and ahs for the shock value of it, So I guess.
Yeah, that is true though. He will take the pills because he will do anything to stay alive, and it's not like he's having HIV in 1990. He's having it in 2026, where
literally,
it's not like a cocktail of pills anymore.
Literally.
And so, yeah, it was
The
very
young
interesting.
girlfriend, she was taking her. She said, "Take your pills." Popped one and said, "Bye, bitch." Like
You
and left.
know, and also just even thinking about how long did the girl have HIV for? You know, how long did the person that passed on the HIV to said Jonas Gomorrah? You know, it just I just don't like when they use HIV as a
I hate
gotcha.
it.
I
I
hate
hate
it.
it.
It's very
It's
it's like
gross.
HIV is not punishment for being sexually active or for whatever it is. HIV
Yes,
is not punishment. So
it's not punishment, and it
yeah,
shouldn't be like criminalized in this way and
yeah,
stigmatized still to
yeah,
this day. And it's just like, okay, huh.
yes.
And they do the
And
same
that
with herpes too on the show. You know,
yeah, and that contributes to the stigma. It was gonorrhea that
oh, it was gonorrhea, wasn't herpes.
which is so interesting. Like the way they just threw the STIs around, like it's just
You
you
get one,
know
you get one, you get one,
no
and it's like
HIPAA,
no hip.
nothing. The doctors are just saying whatever. It's a good show though. I loved it. I
It
enjoyed
is.
it.
It is a good show. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it united the black diaspora.
It
Everybody
did.
agreed and watched it. But I
Yes,
think that I was just like, y'all need to
that was
chill.
unnecessary. Exactly.
Yes. Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. So y'all have a bunch of things to check out. There
You do.
is Dreams and Nightmares. There is The Polygamist on Netflix. A Different World revival is coming to Netflix as well. And, come see us live at the link up. Come see
At
us
the
in
link up.
person at the
Yeah.
link up. Okay, cool. So on Instagram, we have a post on Instagram. Maybe we should pin
Mm-hmm.
that post.
Maybe.
Maybe we should pin
Yeah.
that post. Yeah. We have where we ask people what do they want to hear us talk about on the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And one of our listeners, o.row4 on
Mm-hmm.
Instagram asked us to talk about why our people, meaning queer folks, are always best friends with your ex. So I have a bunch of questions to ask.
Mm-hmm.
But my first initial thought is, do you agree with that statement that a bunch of queer folks are still best friends with their exes?
Yes. Ish. I think yes. Yeah. Yeah. Definitively yes. I would say for
Do you think it's a femme thing? Do you think it's a thing that's prevalent?
no.
It's
I
a
don't think it's a femme thing. I don't.
okay.
But like, of course, I don't think it's like a lesbian thing, but I also don't think it's like a gay thing. I think it really depends on the person and like the community they're in. Cause some people be like, yeah, that's my bestie. Like we used to bump purses, but like we don't do that anymore. Like, what do you mean? We don't. Eh. And it's like y'all did that at one point in time. How is it so gross now? Like, or I feel like straight people do this too. They be like, that's my brother, that's my sister. Y'all used to fuck. Like,
But it's a different thing if y'all were friends with benefits, y'all used to fuck. But if you were in a committed relationship, that means that when you break up, they are your ex. If I was
yes.
sleeping with some person, for X amount of months, and we're not official, then I won't call them my ex. They're just someone I used to sleep with,
But you
right?
know, the girls be in situationships these days. They don't even be in official relationships, and they be like I have exes who are not my exes, but it's like
Are they your
I
exes then? If they're not your exes, if y'all were not official, like they're your exes, a situationship is a situationship
no, but
to me.
situationships. But the thing is about situationships that why we call them that is because they're so complex that it's like it's low key a relationship, but we don't have the title. Like that's what situationship means to me. So like if I'm in a situation that I had a situationship for maybe a year and some change or a year, and I would love to delete that nigga's name from my memory, but or like from the list, but they heavily contribute to my relationship like history and like past in a way. Like you got some remnants on you. I got little battle scars from them. You know, I feel like if you have history experience that impacts your next dating situation, that's kind of your ex. Like, but that's just me. Like, you
I can
know,
I can let you have that because in my head, if we never said we're official, we are together, we are a thing, I'm never gonna say it is.
I hear
That's just
that.
me,
But but let me take you a step further. If y'all were never in a relationship, and let's say you tripping over this person, like, you know, y'all was never in a relationship, but y'all were dating for a long, significant amount of time. Y'all were maybe dating or seeing each other, but y'all weren't in an official relationship. And, you know, y'all end things, it didn't go well, you still sprung on that person, you tore up about that person. It's embarrassing to say that you stuck on someone you wasn't even really with. You might as well say ex to make yourself low-key feel better than to be like, I'm sprung on someone that I never actually called mine. Like, that's crazy. So I think that's the thing for me with situationships. People be bugging over situationships and y'all weren't even together. Like, you're tripping over someone that you actually did not claim and did not claim you. That's crazy. So you might as well just say X because that's the reality versus
that is the reality you're trying to portray to the people. But but in real life, that person still never claimed you. There was never a claimation that happened.
the
There was
claymation.
it never happened. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? But
I hear that.
yeah.
I do. But it's like, I think you're very Taurus where you're going to be like, no, you didn't, you can't link me to that one. I think that's how you are. So I get it and I understand. But also, I don't know. I don't know, friend. But as far as like, would I be like, how do I feel about it? I would not date anyone that's best friends with their ex
At all.
at all. Like best friends, yes. I think you can be acquaintances and like stay in each other's lives to like, every few months. Be like, hey, what's up? You good? You cool? Like if you have that, that feels normal and healthy to me. But best friends, like, hey, yeah, boo, I'm about to go meet up with such and such at the bar for a little chili dipper and with some drinks. Why is that your best friend?
Let me paint a scenario for you. So you're at the waiting room.
Here we go. At the link up. Find your link up.
You're at the link up, and then this very nice tall, mask. This nice tall stud walks into the room, dreadlocks,
Shake your dreads.
chocolate looking, and she's like, "Hey, my name is what name should I give her? My name is Big Wheezy."
You see how Harry plays, y'all? I was in it until Harry took me out with the name. Because you could have said a bunch of stuff.
Okay. The name is Dre, right? Okay, so Dre comes in. She looks good.
Short for Andrea.
Her birth name Andrea, government name Andrea Michelle, but goes by Dre.
Studs be with the most feminine names of life. You be like, I almost said my ex's name by accident, by like giving an example, but the studs be, it'd be like Michelle, or it'd be like Rachel, or something like uber feminine, like Veronica. Yeah. It's like, okay.
I love it.
Elizabeth. Like, why is your name fucking Elizabeth, girl?
So, but yeah, so Dre comes in, y'all have great chemistry, y'all talk, vibes are great, y'all dance together, you slow dance to like Kelani, Hate the Club, and then y'all go for a walk, you go for a walk down Pond City Market, and then y'all end up at, I'm just calling random places in Atlanta now, y'all end up maybe at MSR.
Okay. Okay.
It's a nice vibe. It's cool. It's chill. And then, like, it's like it's like the quintessential first date from
that'd be a whole day. Yes,
from a movie. Yeah. And then you're like, oh, do you want to come home with me? And you're like, sure. And then y'all go home together, but y'all don't have sex. Y'all just cuddle all night. What
am I going home for? I go to my house. No, I'm joking. I don't be doing the do on the first night, y'all. Yeah,
nothing is wrong with that. I be doing the do on the first night.
Because sometimes it's
sometimes you got to do the do.
You grown.
So that happens. Y'all do your thing. It's really nice. And then it's a great time. I want to see you again. Blah, 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 blah. And you'll have these moments throughout the weekend. And then on Monday, they're like, oh, I gotta go. My best friend and I have a business together. Who's your best friend? My best friend is Tyrone. Who's Tyrone? Oh, that's just one of your guys from back then. Yeah, before I became Dre, before I leaned into my truth, I got married to my high school sweetheart at the time, who was a man. But
Mm-hmm.
now we're best friends. We've gone through our divorce, but we're best friends now, and we run a business together.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Would you still date Dre?
So, okay. I am queer of a different cloth. So, these lesbians, because I can say it's not just Atlanta, but it's like lesbians generally. They'd be like, "Are you gay for real?" They'd be like, "Have you been with a man? Have you done it? Or have you only been?" I don't care about that. So for
Yeah.
me, I think if this is your new reality and you are gay, you're not straight, you don't even look men's way, I would feel differently because it's your ex-husband and y'all run a business together. I would feel
But
differently
they're
about
best
that.
friends. They're best friends. They're best
I
friends.
would feel differently about that. I would. Because it's like y'all shouldn't even be looking at each other like that no more.
But she's not even hetero anymore.
That's
She ain't.
exactly that's what I'm saying. I
Yeah.
would be fine with that because you're not hetero no more.
Okay.
If
Okay.
she had a wife, an ex-wife,
So that's my point.
different
That's my
story.
point, Bia. That's my point. That's
Mm-hmm.
my point. You say you can never date someone who's best friend with your ex, but I give you a scenario of a person.
You twisted it a little bit because you're not straight no more. So it's like if that's where you end up venturing back to,
Or maybe
we don't need
okay, they're pansexual.
the
They're a mask presenting pansexual person being best
yeah.
friends with your ex husband, and they
I
run a
think it
business
is a no
together.
for me.
Oh
I think it
wow.
is a no for me in that case because it's so complex. And if that's your best friend and this is your ex, I look at best friends as like your chosen family, chosen kin.
Chosen can.
Like that's just how I put platonic for me personally. Everyone be like, my man, my man, my man, my baby, my baby. Like it be their boo, their friends.
Yeah.
I'm like this. Like every relationship in my life should be on equal footing. And not everyone is like that. So it would be an issue for me to date someone that still is super close with their ex. And like, I think also what impacts it is like, how long ago were y'all exes? Did y'all immediately become friends after y'all broke up? Did are y'all still intertwined in each other's lives in such an intimate way? But for me, sometimes friendship looks like being intertwined in someone's life in a very like intimate way. Like me and homegirls, we might be laying all up in the bed watching TV, hungover after the night before. Like that might be a scenario. But would I be comfortable with my person doing that with their ex turned best friend? No.
So I'm guessing you are not friends with any of your exes.
Trying to think really hard. No, I'm not friends with any of my exes. Could I have been based off of like the state of the relationship? Large percentage, no. Have I been friends with them and they still wanted me in that way? Yes. But largely people cannot like separate. Like a recent ex of mine, like just could not, they were never friends with an ex. So they couldn't conceive us being friends, which that was a little strange to me at the time. But at the same, I got it. I understood it, but I'm not totally against it. I'm friends is different than best friends. I'm never going to be best friends with an ex. That's never going to happen. Are you best friends with an ex or friends with an ex?
No, I'm not. I am friendly with some of my exes. Some of my
Mm-hmm.
exes have blocked me, I didn't want them to block me. I wanted to be friends. I like to be friends with my exes because I feel like if I have loved you once, because we've broken up, I cannot
Y'all can
just
love
unlove
again.
you.
Just saying.
I didn't say I'll try to love again. I'm just saying that like if we have been friends at some point in time in our
Mm-hmm.
journey, in our life, I
Mm-hmm.
think that there is space for us to still
Mm-hmm.
be. I feel like you're looking at me like, uh-huh.
No, no, listen.
But I feel like if I have loved you,
Mm-hmm.
we've made all these memories. If the breakup wasn't bad, if the breakup was healthy, why are we not friendly with each other? I don't
Yeah.
see a reason
Yeah.
why we are mean to each other. I don't see a reason why we hate each other.
I
You
agree
know
with
what I'm
that.
saying?
I absolutely
So
agree
that's
with
how I
that.
look at it. But some of them don't agree. Some of them blocked me. You know, I miss you. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just
I
kidding.
miss you is crazy work.
I'm just kidding. I have texted an ex I miss you before.
Yeah, same. But let me tell you something. Let me not tell my tea too much. When I was in my past, not currently, but I've been known to spin the block. You know, I've been known to turn my ex into my next at times, but I've grown out of that because those niggas still the same. Just
Yeah.
time has passed. And if not, they're like still the same. It's like you have the same energy. Like y'all trigger each other in the same ways. Like the same stuff was going to come out unless y'all done significant amount of work. And 9 times out of 10, these niggas don't be doing no work.
Or
Sadly.
maybe y'all aren't just compatible, and the thing that makes y'all not compatible is still there. And
Exactly.
so it's like, you know, it's not gonna work anyways. But sometimes I feel like you miss the familiarity, you miss the person who you miss just having that person to, you know, be by your side.
Or
So
you're lonely and like you just miss somebody. You miss a warm body next to you.
and it gets lonely in these streets. It gets
Or
really
you miss
lonely.
how that old you want that old thing back. If you know. Some people, you know,
Yeah. Do you think that this is unique to just queer folks alone, or is it like a straight issue? Are the straights besties with your exes?
yes, I do think this has been a straight issue. Like I said a little earlier, I was like, you know, I definitely was like in high school or like college and they'd be like, yeah, this like my brother, this like my sister. And it's like they used to fuck on each other. But like for straight people, fucking on each other is not like a casual thing at times. Like I feel like with queer folks, we can have hookups and it like, if it's not in
It's
a
a handshake.
romantic, yeah, you've been watching Love Island?
Yeah, it just came to me. Kenzie, the
Yeah.
spirit of Kenzie just came
No,
over me
literally.
real quick. Okay, go
Like a
ahead.
kiss is like a handshake. Like, but honestly, it is like a handshake to some people in our queer community. Like, no
Yeah,
shade.
yeah,
You know, to each his own. Sometimes it's a handshake for me too. But yeah, I think straight people they can't really have sex without that element, in my opinion. Versus queer folks, it depends on how great it is. Like I think people have gone into friends with benefit situations, queer folks too, and been like, I could see more. But also, I feel like a lot of times queer folks be like, thanks for the ass. Next week, same time, you know, versus straight people be like, there has to be something else here. You must be the love of my life,
yeah,
you know?
yeah. That is real. I was gonna wear this on the show. Sidebar.
Please. You need to keep this in the recording.
How does it look?
You definitely give like uncle, African uncle. You do. With the open shirt. Wear your Heineken.
Sorry, all
No, you're
sidebar.
fine.
I feel like I have ADHD.
Maybe you do.
Maybe like I'm under seals. Maybe I'm just diagnosing myself with things. But anyways, is there a scenario, Bia, where you would be friends with your ex or wouldn't be friends with your ex? So it's like a 2-in-1 question.
If there's a lot of harm there, we ain't gonna be friends. We barely gonna make it out this relationship, no shade. It's not hard to be no contact or something happens and you're like, block them, you know? But I would be friends with an ex. It would just, I think we would have to leave the relationship with a lot of dignity intact and it shouldn't be like irreparable damage, if that makes sense. Like I don't want to feel demeaned to an end and be like, I don't even want to like you as a person anymore. But you know, like I think that's really, it depends on the person. I'm not like yes or no, but I lean towards like no because it gets sticky and weird and like you know, you become friends with an ex and y'all still having breakup conversations and rehashing the same shit. Or like I hate having to reiterate the same shit to somebody and like that I was dating to be like, hey, we talked about how you fucked up. And every time I see you, you be like, hey, you not happy to see me? And it'd be like, why would I?
Yeah.
Why would I be happy? You know, like having to rehash and the person like doesn't actually understand the weight of their actions. That's where friendship can't happen. Like I can't be friends with you if you don't actually understand how you've impacted me or shown up.
Yeah.
But that's a lot of niggas. They just want you to like brush that shit under the rug and be like, yeah, we're cool for their feelings, not for your own. But I don't know. What about you? You seem strict.
No, not really though. I feel like I think harm is the reason why I wouldn't be friends with an ex. Like if it was like really bad. But I also feel like with all my exes, I don't think our breakup has been that bad, but maybe they have a different experience to what happened. And how that it happened. But like, I feel like if I decide to want,
Yeah.
if I decide I want to be with you, then I feel like there is a level of commitment. There's a level of
Mm-hmm.
love and care I have for you that
Mm-hmm.
even if I want to break up, I want it to be done healthy. I want it to be
Yeah.
done before I see it going all the way south where we hate each other and we can't stand each other at all. And
Mm-hmm.
so I would
Mm-hmm.
say that yes, if there's harm, sure, but I don't think it would ever get there because for us
Yeah.
to commit and say we're going to be together, there's a lot of love there on both sides. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And so I try to keep
Yeah.
it that way. Yeah.
You try to keep it that way?
Yeah, like so like if I notice that I'm getting the ick or I'm like this is not really working out, I'm seeing
Okay.
patterns that
I
I
see what
don't
you're saying.
like, I will try and end it really quickly before it goes
Before it
left.
gets to a place of no return.
Yeah.
Yeah. And sometimes that's like beyond you. Like sometimes you can't help that. Like you try your best. I've definitely been in situations where I put my best foot forward and the nigga don't want the best foot. They actually they don't want any parts of you. Like they
Yeah.
don't care how civil you're trying to be, how like much you're moving in your integrity through a breakup. They're going to be like, I don't care and just wreckage, And that just, those be qualifiers to be like, oh, you're not supposed to be my friend because I believe relationships at the bare bones, like you should see each other as like friendship as like the baseline, but not everyone feels that way. So,
Yeah, I
you
agree.
know,
I
you know,
agree. I
yeah,
totally agree. Okay, that's good. That's a good convo.
I'm
Thank you.
screaming.
O.Ro4. Thank you for asking, and I hope we covered the conversation well for you. If you also want us to, talk about anything, you can drop it in the comments in our post or send us a DM. We're at Chosen Kin Pod, or send us an
Mm-hmm.
email, chosenkinpod
Mm-hmm.
at gmail.com,
You know,
and we'll read your email. Kin lessons. It's been a very engaging conversation about engaging with exes. What's your rule for how a partner should engage with your ex when you're dating or in a committed relationship? So you and Dre decide you're gonna end up together. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding with
I
this Dre
forgot about
thing.
Dre. I said, Dre, that's not my boo's name.
That's like a boo. But yeah, do you have any like guidelines or stipulations or things you're telling someone that okay, I can't help that you're friends with your ex, but this is how I want you to engage with your ex now that we're gonna be
Yeah.
together.
I think like boundaries for myself, again, I'm like pretty open as someone who I think I'm like on the non-monogamous spectrum of it all, but I used to be polyamorous, so I feel like I have more like leeway, and I don't date anybody that I don't trust. Like if cheating could come up, it's just gonna come up before you have a best friend that's your ex. Like that's the thing for me, but my rules would be around like informed consent is such a big thing for me. Like give me all of the information so that I can make an informed decision of what I do and don't want to do. Like let's say my boo is like, oh, I'm at a bar, pull up, like I would love for you to come, da da da. Turns out the ex/friend is there. You should have told me because I could have either been like, I want to come or I don't. That type of thing. I think that goes a long way, informed consent. And what else? What else? I feel like boundaries, like don't be talking about your relationship with them. Don't be talking our relationship with them. Keep some boundaries and some like confidentiality for sure. And at the same time, I don't want you to tell me all the things that they said about what's going on in their lives. I really don't care and I don't want to know.
Mm-hmm.
And also like let's have a little minimum for like how long, like how many hangouts you got. Like if you not trying to control nobody, but if you see them once a week because y'all have a standing thing, cool. But make sure if it's like your hangouts with the ex slash best friend is way higher than the other best friends that you have, what's going on there? Like the volume of hangout and where you're spending your time. And that's the thing for me is more how you spend your time is a big deal for me personally. What about you?
Yeah. I think the same thing. Don't share our information, what we're going through. Let me know before I'm in the space with your ex. I feel like one of my flaws is I get jealous. Like Nick
You get
Jonas.
jealous?
I get jealous. I get jealous. I get a little possessive. I'm very territorial.
Mm.
So I might be okay with it, but y'all better not don't hang out alone. Make sure you have a friend with you when you're all hanging out.
Okay.
Type thing. Yes, I'm working through my issues. I'm in therapy.
I do resonate with that. I think public outings, like one-on-one's cool, but like, I don't know about being at your house, being at their house late at night. I don't know about that. And again, it's like, you're going to do what you're going to do. And it's more about like the trust of that person than it is the trust of the ex slash best friend. Because I'm not dating the ex slash best friend. So if you're able to be swayed by them to do things that like, you shouldn't be doing, that's a you problem. And we got to talk,
Yeah.
I'm not like, I don't put all that pressure on the ex slash best friend to be accountable to whatever me and my boo decide. Yes. And that's what a lot of people do. They end up being like, that person should know not to da da da. No, your ex should know not to, your boo should know not to interact in that way and respect your relationship based off of the parameters y'all set. You can't be mad at that person. Be mad at your boo. Point blank, period.
Have you had an ex come to you and be like, that's my man, or like give you like that kind of attitude or something, like
like an ex come to me?
Yeah, this is random there anyway, but like an ex be like, that is like, give you like the stank face when they see you outside because you're dating you're dating someone they used to date. Or
I've had people like, but it hasn't been warranted. It hasn't been like I did something. But I tend to have that effect, honestly, that like the ex's new boo is, I wouldn't even call some of these people exes, but like the new boo will be like all defensive and act weird. Babes, I'm crossfaded. I can't see none of these faces. I'm in the party lit. I'm having a great time. I'm the belle of the ball. So I'm talking to everybody. And excuse me, I didn't see my hashtag or my ex, air quote ex, like at the dance booth for getting a drink as well at the bar. I just got my little marg and kept walking. But some people take that so seriously. And if I'm not on that, I'm not on that. And I know my boundaries. But again, that's like, if your boo is acting some type of way about me in a space and that's my ex, that's a problem for your boo. Don't talk to me. Cause who am I? I'm not doing nothing but existing. And if that gets the girls bothered, I don't know what to tell you. But
we don't know what to tell you. We don't know what to tell you. But
has someone done that to you?
Sorry?
Has someone like given you the stank eye?
No. Well, they may have. I just probably didn't notice.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't really,
I'm looking for my next, not my ex.
But you know what? We're both looking forward to the link up.
The link up. Yes.
Yeah. So as you can see, we've plugged this link up over and over again because we really want y'all to come through. We're gonna put the link to the Posh page where you can get your tickets. We're going to put it in the description so you can buy your tickets as well from there. We really can't wait to see you there, y'all. It's going to be a great time. It's going to be a good time.
Great drinks, affordable drinks. Again, some scrumptious bites downstairs, but upstairs is like, it gives like gay, cute, fun vibes already. Like the venue alone and the DJs, like, I follow Whip Appeal everywhere. Like in Whip We Trust and Ego as well. I love some Ego and Whip Appeal. They also have their own events going on that weekend. Check them out.
Yes.
I will definitely be at the other events that weekend.
Yeah.
But please come. Please link up with us. Have a nice little bevy. Support a beautiful organization, BLMP, and what they're doing to support Black people across the diaspora. And yeah. let's live this last weekend of summer, Labor Day weekend in Atlanta. Even if you're not there for Black Pride, you can pull up if you're there in general,
Yes, yes. If you live in
So,
Atlanta, if you live in Atlanta, pull up. If you live in Savannah, Georgia, pull up. If you live in Conyers, pull up. If you live in Athens, Georgia, pull up. If you live in Charlotte, North Carolina, pull up.
pull up.
If you're, which
If
other
you
cities are close by?
Durham, I have a couple homies coming in from Durham, North Carolina,
Durham, North Carolina, pull up,
because
y'all.
Black Pride in Atlanta is nothing to miss. Like, it really isn't.
Nothing,
Like, it's
yeah.
nothing like it. If you haven't
Yeah.
been around Black, queer, and trans people in mass and you want to experience that, Atlanta Black Pride is the time. We have a nice,
Great.
good little ghetto time. Like, on the, I love it. I love it. Because I will end up at the Marquette with my people 9 times out of 10. I will end up
I
at the
probably
Marquette.
won't this time, but I'm not
You
sure.
see how Harry and I don't end up at the same places. The only place we will be together. If you want to see me and Harry at the same event, the link up, find your chosen kid. That's the event, because Harry got dates. Harry got dates.
I
Harry
shouldn't
got
have
places.
any dates. I shouldn't have any dates this weekend.
You're gonna set them up though.
I'm decentering dating apps and all the things. I'm gonna come. I'm gonna be with my friends. I'm gonna be present. I'm gonna do this.
So you're gonna meet people in person.
I'm gonna go. My friend is having an Afrobeats party that I'm gonna be at on Saturday.
Okay. I might go to that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be the only femme there.
He wants more femmes there. I will share that too. On my, if you follow me,
Okay.
I will repost that as well. But yes.
Okay.
But most importantly, come to the link up. It's going to be a good time. We're going to be there. Is there anything else you want to share before we leave, BM?
If you find the link up info on our page, you can also follow us on our page at Chosen Kin Pod, and also our personal Instagrams are going to be in the mix over there if you would like to follow us individually. No, this was a great chat. It brought up, yeah. I'm a smidge triggered, but it was a great conversation. I'm excited for all the things we have coming up, like the link up and the Different World reboot or revival.
Yeah.
But overall, great podcast episode.
Yeah.
Excited that we got to talk to y'all. Please talk to us in the comments. Comment, subscribe to the podcast wherever you listen. And we will see you all very, very soon.
We will see you soon. Thank you so much. And bye.